You want to get started in a few minutes? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Students are joining in our lesson. Yeah, I don't know. But if there's a new student that joined our class that changed their Instagram name, you can go ahead and direct message Miss Hardy. She's on live with us. Direct message her your new Instagram name and your name, so we can use that information to update our student tracker and give you credit for attendance and give you live school points. Good morning. So we have students already joining us. I want to thank everybody for joining and participating in our Tuesday, Thursday ELA Instagram Live lessons. Good morning. Students, I want you to encourage your classmates who have not been on as much as you have to follow myself and Miss Twyman on Instagram and log in and join and participate in my Tuesday, Thursday ELA lessons at 10 o'clock and Miss Twyman's Monday, Wednesday math lessons at 10 o'clock. Waiting for a few more students to join in. So that students still joining in. Welcome, students. I made a few short announcements. Students want to thank you all for joining in and participating in our Tuesday, Thursday Instagram Live ELA lessons. Students, remember, I want you to encourage your classmates who are not as connected as you are to log in and follow me on Instagram and log in and participate on our Tuesday, Thursday Instagram Live lessons. Okay, let's go and get started. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to read, after a read aloud of a text, define, compare, and contrast, then use a graphic organizer, our trusty Venn diagram, to compare and contrast the text. This lesson is attached to the Common Core State Standard ELA RI 6.4, which states, compare and contrast the most important points and key details presented in two texts on the same topic. A quick do now, students, while I'm waiting for other students to log in. I want you to use a Venn diagram. You can just get a plain piece of paper and draw two overlapping double bubbles, or the Venn diagram. And I want you to compare and contrast yourself to your favorite rapper. I'll give students a few minutes to go ahead and get ready with the Venn diagram and gather their thoughts and brainstorm, and then complete the graphic organizer, the Venn diagram. So I want you to compare and contrast yourself to your favorite rapper. I'm actually liking a song that my godson that plays a lot. Is Hellcat. I want a Hellcat with the top back. That's one of my favorite little raps right now. I don't know the name of the rapper, but I like his song. So go ahead and do the do now. Use a Venn diagram, or you can just write it out on a piece of paper, and you're going to compare and contrast yourself to your favorite rapper. I give students a few minutes to. No, it doesn't have to be a rapper. It can be a rapper, a singer, an artist, a poet. Girls of My Dreams, what is that? And then after we finish, I want at least 2 students to go live and share out their answers. Yes, students, I'm asking you again to go live. So go ahead, we give students about 3 minutes to finish this. Students, while you're working, I just want to make couple short announcements. Students, this school year ends on May 29th, which is in 3 weeks. Students, it is important that you're logging in and joining our Instagram Live lessons, as the work you do on live and submit it to myself, Miss Hardy, Miss Green, is what we're going to use to determine your 4th quarter grade. So students, you're using this Venn diagram, and you're going to compare and contrast yourself to your favorite rapper, artist, singer. Oh, I just said that I made a few short announcements before you came. And announcements were, want to thank everybody for logging in and joining and participating in our Instagram Live Tuesday, Thursday ELA lessons. Remember, students, if you change your Instagram name, make sure you DM your new name and your regular name to myself, Ms. Green, or Ms. Hardy, so we can update our student tracker and we can give you credit for attendance and award live school points. The other announcements was school will be ending on May 28th. It is important that you log in and participate on all the Instagram live lessons. Make sure you're logging in and participating, because we're going to use this information to determine your 4th term grade. Yes, May 29th is the last day of school. Our last ELA day, lesson day, will be the 28th on that Thursday. Students, once you finish your due now, you can send me a request to go live and we can share out your answers. Remember, don't worry, don't be afraid to go live. Your answers may help someone else who may have the same questions. Well, try to think of not necessarily one rapper, but one rap song that you can relate to in your life. And how does that one song compare and contrast in your life? Yes, you can go live for extra points. I mean, I know you go live a lot, and I really appreciate your participation. And when you go live, you help answer a lot of questions that the students may have. So come on and go live again, Kevon. If you have any questions, you can come and go live. Or once you finish your due now, you can go live and you can share out your answers. So I know some of you are going to have some great answers. Okay, come on, let's go live. Send me a request to go live and finish up our due now. When you go live, that'll give the class, also give the class a chance to see you again. I get to see you and talk to you when you go live. Okay, once you think of a song, you can come on and go live. If there's anybody else who's finished that want to share out, come on and go live. We appreciate you going live. It's good to see and hear you directly when you go live. Don't worry about going live. It's just for our class. Somebody sent me a video. Somebody got a student coming on live.
Hey, Mr. McRae.
Yeah, I can't see you. Who is that?
Marcellus.
Marcellus, what's up with you?
What's up?
How you been doing?
Good. Nah,
Staying
wait,
safe?
no.
Huh?
No, I've been doing okay, not good.
Oh, okay, you got to do better, man. You know,
Yeah.
if you need me, you can send me a direct message and we can talk.
Alright.
All right. So who's your favorite rapper, and how does your rapper compare and contrast? I can see your ceiling. I can't see your We
So I
can't
just
see
woke
you.
up. So look, my
I just
favorite
woke
rapper.
up. All right, go ahead.
I got a nigga here, y'all. I can't be in the camera.
Yes, you can. We all
Man,
do.
look at that.
Man, you look fine, Marcellus.
Alright, so my favorite rapper, Lil Baby. And
It's who?
Lil Baby, you know who that is?
The baby?
No, Lil Baby. The baby, I don't like him.
That's somebody different?
Lil Baby, he got, you know what, Miss Hardy know who he is.
Okay, yeah, Miss Hardy. No, she'll help me. She'll help keep me up to date. Go ahead. So go ahead.
So I gotta compare myself to him.
Yeah, compare and contrast. Do like 2 or 3 comparisons and then 2 or 3 contrasts. So you're going to say
Ain't
two or
that
three.
ain't contrasting things that's different?
Yes, contrast is things that's different.
So he rich. I'm not. He he told. I'm sure he he got kids. I don't. There you go.
So those 3 ways that he contrasts. Now compare yourself to your favorite rapper. How are you and your favorite rapper alike? You just told
You
us
got
3 ways
you
they're
got
different.
we got the same hairstyle.
Okay, same hairstyle.
You got some big old teeth.
Okay.
And I got to think one more. Hold on.
Have your favorite rapper said something in a song that really resonated or really made you feel like, wow, what his lyrics I feel or say the same thing? Try that.
No,
None?
no.
Okay.
Mr. McRae, you want to see my snake?
No, I want to hear you compare and contrast it. You got a lot of animals, Marcellus?
Yeah, I got 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a snake.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and finish how you and your favorite rapper compare.
Um, he my skank back guy. That's what I'm gonna say. Cause
He
I
was?
don't know no more.
Oh,
You could,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna make sure we get you extra credit for participating, and we're gonna do attendance, and we're gonna Miss Green's gonna give you some extra live school points.
All
All
right,
right, Mother Stella, thanks for participating, man. I'll talk to you later.
all right.
All right, come on, y'all. Marcellus jumped in. Anybody else want to log in? Want to jump in and share out? Let me get one more. Jump in, go live, and share out. You'll do now. I'll wait. Come on, somebody jump in. Share out real quick. It only took Marcellus 2 minutes to do it. That 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 N word, Sean. Yes, you can. You jumped on live before. Come on, jump on. You can send responses through the chat. So if you want to send a couple responses on how you compare to your favorite rapper, singer, artist, you can do that. You can send your answers either DM to myself, Miss Hardy, or you can post them on the chat so everybody can see them. I'll give it 2 more minutes. One more minute. All right. So you can direct message your responses to myself or Ms. Hardy. Quick overview of the excuse me. Quick overview of the lesson. Students, remember, if you miss part of the lesson, you can log back in to the Instagram live feed for the next 24 hours, and you can review the notes. Compare and contrast, same and different. Compare tells what is the same about two or more things. Compare and contrast things like bananas and oranges. Contrast tells what is different about two or more things. You can contrast the oranges and bananas. Venn diagram. It is a great way to organize your thoughts when you are comparing and contrasting two things. This is the Venn diagram that I use during lessons. In the middle, you put how the two objects are alike. Have the word same or like, the middle part. On the sides, you put how the objects are different on the sides. And this is what a Venn diagram or double bubble looks like when you compare oranges and bananas. So this is the text that we finished off with last week. We were comparing and contrasting airplanes and rockets. We had a student that came live, Kayvon came live, and was giving us answers on airplanes and rockets. The homework was to submit your Venn diagram or your answers on the sheet, how airplanes and rockets compare and contrast, and the answers were to be submitted to myself or Ms. Hardy. And I left the text up. All right. So if students want to shoot some responses real quick on how airplanes and rockets compare and contrast, I'll wait a few seconds. Remember, as students, your answers are text dependent. You have to be able to go back to the text to prove your answer. If anyone needs me to reread, that's fine. I don't mind doing. On the side of this page, a hand that would have been in class would have actually had the double bubble on the side for you to compare and contrast. Okay. Airplanes and rockets. So on the Venn diagram, so I got a responder said from Marcella saying airplanes are different from spaceships because planes can only fly 50 to 60,000 feet in the air. Got anybody else want to send responses? You can go ahead and type them in, or you can go live and we can discuss your answers live. So if you were using the Venn diagram, you would have responses like under airplanes. You would have airplanes have to have a pilot to fly. Airplanes fly using fuel mixed with oxygen from the atmosphere. Airplanes have to fly in the Earth's atmosphere. That was here. And in airplanes, trips can only last in airplanes, trips can only last minutes to hours. Now, both the text stated that both they fly using fuel and oxygen. They both can carry people and things. How rockets differ from airplanes is that rockets can fly without a pilot. If you look back at the text, right here where it says airplanes and rockets both use fuel to fly, that would be how they compare. That would go here on a double bubble. When you see the word unlike airplanes and rockets, that means they're contrasting the airplanes and rockets. And it says rockets can also fly into outer space. Airplanes cannot fly into outer space. Rockets fuels use their own supply of oxygen, and airplanes have to use oxygen from the earth, from the air. Airplanes cannot fly into outer space because there's no oxygen to mix with the fuel. Rockets can fly without pilots. There have to be a pilot on the plane to fly. Rockets don't need pilots. So that's how they compare and contrast using information from the text. So you were to complete your Venn diagram and submit your answers to myself or Ms. Hardy from direct message, your answers to myself or Ms. Hardy. All right, let's go on to another text. If there's any questions, somebody can go live and I can answer any questions. Anybody ready to go live and answer the questions? Ask questions. Remember, you may be helping a fellow student that may have the same question. Anybody coming live for extra points? Anybody? Somebody send me a request to go live so we can finish up this text and go on to our next text. Nobody? Come on, somebody send a request to go live. Anybody coming in live? Is Wilson coming in? Waiting for Kayvon to come on in.
Good morning, Miss McRae.
Hey, Kayvon, how you feeling?
Good.
You being safe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's your question? So I see you sent a response that said that airplanes are bigger, but the text didn't specifically say that. Remember, your answers are text dependent. They have to come directly from the text. Directly from the text. So things like airplanes cannot fly into outer space, but rockets can. Do you know why? From the text, do you know why? It said
No.
airplanes, huh?
Wait, I got a question.
Oh, what's your question?
Don't airplanes carry everything that rockets have?
So let's see what the text say. It says airplanes and rockets carry people and things. So that's how they compare because they both can carry people and things. Yep. But rockets travel in space. Airplanes travel across the earth. Airplanes don't go into outer space. Rockets can go into outer space. And the text told you why. Do you know why airplanes cannot go in outer space? Well, if any student want to respond to that question, tell me why airplanes cannot go into outer space.
But I think because
So
they're
you
bigger
think
or
so,
they just
Kayvon, reread the text. The answer is in the text. I want you to focus on the text when you answer your question. Okay?
I'm not gonna lie, that is blurry. I can't see that.
You can't see that? Okay,
It's
hold up.
blurry.
Why you didn't tell me it was blurry?
Rockets and airplanes carry people and things.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, I can read it out loud if you want me to.
Yeah, can you do that, please?
Okay. See where it says airplanes and rockets both use fuel and oxygen to fly. So for airplanes and rockets to fly, there has to be a mixture of fuel, which is the jet fuel or the plane fuel, the gas, and oxygen, which means air.
Well, I think the rockets run out of fuel until they get all the way in space, but
So if airplanes and rockets needs
Mr.
needs
McRae.
oxygen and fuel, why do you think airplanes can't go into outer space? It's this look right here. It says it says airplane engines burn burn fuel combined with oxygen from the atmosphere or the layers around the earth to fly.
It's still kind of blurry.
Okay, can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. It says airplane engines burn fuel combined with oxygen from the atmosphere or the layers of air around the earth to fly. So the airplanes fly, they combine oxygen in the air with their gas fuel, and that's how they're able to fly. But rockets can go into outer space. How do you think that's possible?
I think they're told that they can't go that high, but
What
I
airplanes?
look. I think it's because airplanes are pretty heavy, but I really don't know. I don't know how that's possible.
Okay, let's keep reading. Just keep reading. It says where Earth's atmosphere ends is called outer space. Airplanes can't fly in outer space. Why do you think airplanes can't fly in outer space? What do airplanes need to fly?
A
What did
a
what did
boost?
no what did the text say airplanes need to fly? They need fuel and they need oxygen,
Fuel.
right?
They need fuel.
And they need oxygen because when the fuel and oxygen combine, it's burned and that's what makes the plane fly. You got me so far?
Yeah. So look, don't airplane got them little masks that you breathe in already?
Yeah, but that's when they're in the atmosphere. Airplanes cannot go into outer space.
All
It
right.
has, it has something to do with the oxygen because there's no oxygen in outer space. That's why airplanes can't go. But let's see how jets are able to go. Right?
Yeah.
Let's see how jets are able to go. Unlike airplanes, rockets can also fly. Rockets can also fly into outer space.
Can I
Rockets,
say something?
rockets. Let me finish reading. Rockets use fuel in their own oxygen, in their own supply of oxygen. They blast straight up into space. Rockets can fly without pilots. You see it? So do you understand why planes can't go into outer space and why rockets
Yeah,
can?
yeah, because of
Tell
fuel
me
and
why.
oxygen.
So why airplanes can't go into outer space?
Fuel,
Fuel or oxygen?
fuel.
Well, they have fuel, but they have to use oxygen from the air.
So fuel and oxygen.
Right, you need fuel and oxygen. But rockets can go into outer space. Do you know why?
Cause no, I don't.
Look what the text says. Rockets rockets use fuel in their own supply of oxygen.
No. So
You
they
see
use their
now?
own supplies.
Right. They carry their own oxygen with them that mix with their fuel because there's no air there's no oxygen in outer space. But rockets carry their own supply of oxygen. That's how they're able to go into outer space. You get it?
Yeah.
So, Kevin, why airplanes can't go into outer space?
Cause they use fuel and oxygen.
Okay. So, Kevin, how are rockets able to go into outer space?
Ooh, how did I just forget that? They use their own fuel and oxygen.
There you go. They carry their own oxygen supply. All right, good job. So we finished up with this text. I'm going to introduce the next text. Okay? Use the same principle. Remember, read the text, go live and ask questions, and the answers that you give are text dependent. Okay?
Mr. McRae, I'm gonna say something. I might as well just stay on because nobody else gonna join.
You're right. Let's see if somebody else come in. Somebody else send me a request to come in. But you can stay on. I'm going to go ahead and start the next text. All right, Kayvon.
Yeah.
The next text is called Watery World. Watery World. Okay?
Yeah, watery world.
Yep. We live in a watery world.
Oh,
Okay? Water covers about 70% of Earth's surface. Rivers and oceans are made up of water. So far, Kayvon, on the Venn diagram, do you know what we're going to compare and contrast?
water. And I ain't hear the other thing you said because you keep breaking up a little bit.
Okay, let me start reading again. It says water covers about 70% of Earth's surface.
Yeah.
Rivers and oceans are made up of water.
So we comparing rivers and water.
Rivers and what?
Water.
So it says rivers and oceans.
Rivers
So
and oceans.
what are we comparing and contrasting?
Rivers and oceans.
Good job.
I got one. Look, contrast. Because
Wait a
oceans.
minute. Hold on. We haven't gotten to the text yet. So if you're setting up your Venn diagram, it should look like this. We're going to compare and contrast, like Kayvon said, rivers and oceans. Remember, the outside Kayvon tells how the rivers and oceans contrast, and the inside part tells how they're alike or how they compare. I like my Android phone. Okay, you ready, Kayvon?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kayvon, what are we comparing and contrasting?
Rivers and oceans.
Rivers and oceans. All right. It says the water in rivers, lakes, and streams is fresh water. People drink fresh water.
Some oceans dirty.
It didn't say if it was clean or dirty. It just said that the water in it is fresh. Okay. People drink fresh water, but only plants and animals adapted to fresh water can live in rivers. All right, so what are we going to put so far we know about rivers that we're going to put that we can put here beside rivers?
So oceans are bigger
So
than
have you, Kayvon, have you seen anything about oceans yet?
ocean.
Well, we're just talking about rivers right now. All right. So, but only plants and animals adapted to fresh water can live in rivers. When it gets cold during the winter months, fresh water in rivers can freeze. Water in oceans usually don't freeze. All right? So
Alright.
we got some information about rivers. Let's go down and get some information about ocean. Ocean water is salty. People do not drink ocean water. Only plants and animals adapted to store can live in oceans. Things float more easily in ocean water than in fresh water. Swimmers often like to float in ocean water. Okay, Kayvon? So from those two paragraphs, can you tell me at least one way that oceans and rivers compare or are the same, and one way they contrast? Just information from the text. I can reread if you need me.
Alright, so rivers they can freeze.
So rivers can freeze. Hold up, let me. So this is what everybody should be doing in their Venn diagram. Rivers can freeze.
Yeah.
So in your Venn diagram, Kayvon, you're going to put on the side of rivers, you're going to put can freeze. All right?
Alright. Oh, Mr. McRae.
Yeah.
I think Marcellus want to join. He said he won't add me.
Oh, he has this. Oh, hey, Marcellus, I have to hang up with Kayvon because you can only do one at a time. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So right now I'm just saying what me and Kayvon is doing. So Kayvon, give me one way that oceans, hold on, Marcellus, I'm going to add you in. Tell me one way that oceans are contrast from rivers. You said rivers can freeze. Give me one more way that they're different from what you from the text said so far.
Can you reread it, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna reread it. I'm gonna let Marcellus jump in it. I'm gonna come back to you, okay?
Alright.
Marcellus, resend your request so I can get your answers. Send me a request, Marcellus. I'd let you join back in. All right, good work, Kayvon. Come on, Marcellus.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, so what we doing again?
So we're going to compare and contrast rivers and oceans. So we know that so far, because on our
Alright,
Venn
so
diagram, rivers and oceans.
rivers don't got salt water. And
So rivers,
rivers
but
don't got shocks. Rivers don't
rivers,
got
no salt,
yeah. It don't got as many animals as the ocean.
not as many animals.
Yeah, cause the ocean got whales, fish, sharks, in any ocean, any water creature.
All right, let's read this right here.
Uh,
It say ocean water is salty. People do not drink ocean water.
Hey,
Only
hold on,
people,
Mr. McGraw, hold on. Who is that female? 'Cause every time I go live, she join the live. Then she gonna say, "Who is you?" You
I
can't.
don't know. I don't know who that is, Marcellus, but we can
Mr.
find
McRae,
out.
I got female stalking me. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
okay.
that's just why she leave.
Huh? Let's finish about oceans, okay?
Alright.
It, it
So
says
what you say?
ocean water. Say it again.
What you was saying? That's
It
not.
said,
I know her. That's Tatiana. But that other girl I don't know. Alright. So what you say?
I said ocean water is salty. People do
Yeah.
not drink. People do not drink ocean water.
Uh-huh.
So how does ocean water contrast with how is it different from water in the rivers?
River don't got salt water.
So what kind of water is it called? This text said.
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay, so I'll read it.
Alright.
The water in rivers, lakes, and streams is fresh water. People drink fresh water.
Oh, wow, it's fresh water. I know.
So yeah, so rivers have what kind of water?
Huh?
What kind of water is in rivers?
Fresh water.
Fresh water.
Yeah.
What kind of water is in oceans?
Salt water.
Salt water. Good job, Motel.
Yeah.
So, so that does that mean they compare or they contrast with the water?
Contrast, because they different.
There you go. They contrast because they different. All right. Good job. All right. Now, do plants and animals live in fresh water?
Yeah.
Okay. Do plants and animals live in the ocean in salt water?
Some plants. It's like kiwi.
Some. So on the Venn diagram, Marcellus, where would I put that? That plants and animals live in the rivers and plants and animals live in the ocean. On the Venn
Salt.
diagram, huh?
You put it in the salt.
Would I put here?
Yeah. It ain't the same. You put them in the middle.
Because they compare, so that's how they are like, right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Can you see it? Can you see
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mr. McCray, you know, I'm just going off my mind because I'm non-focused.
Gotta focus. I know. We've been out of school for a long time. Y'all missed the classroom. We missed y'all.
It's not even that all these white people looking pretty today.
Wait, man, you in the car with somebody? What is you
Huh?
doing, man? You in the car with somebody?
I'm with my family.
Oh, you driving? No, I'm
I
joking.
wish.
All right, y'all. We're gonna finish up this lesson. All right, Marcellus. Don't forget, log back in on. Make sure you get extra live school points and extra credit for jumping in
So
Instagram live.
tomorrow,
Right.
then I got join Miss Twyman thing.
No, there's no classes on Friday except advisory.
I thought today
Yeah.
was Wednesday. God dang. I meant
No,
Tuesday.
yeah, we have classes on Miss Twyman classes are on Monday and Wednesdays at 10 o'clock, and our classes are Tuesday, Thursday at 10 o'clock.
9:55 more like you been.
9:55. Yeah, I do come on a little early. All right, thank you, Marcellus, and you enjoy the rest of your day, man. We'll talk to you Tuesday.
I
All right, don't forget Sunday is Mother's Day.
I better be getting some extra points because I joined twice.
Yeah, you're doing twice. Well, make sure you get them, okay?
I
All right. So that's the end of our lesson. Students will pick up again on Tuesday, finishing up this text. Remember, your answers are text dependent. If you have any questions, you can direct message myself, Ms. Green, or Ms. Hardy. Everybody stay safe. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Students, remember to wish your mothers Happy Mother's Day, and I'll talk to you all on Tuesday. Be safe.